Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I've got a couple adventures in tool shopping here I'd like to share. First of all, yesterday I screwed up when I made the video about the pliers wrench, saying that the 300 was the largest. Turns out there is a 400. The reason I think I missed it, it was either listed as a 16-inch or I dug through a couple of pages on the Knipex website and didn't see anything bigger than the 300 listed. However, when I go there today, it's like the top hit. If you go to pliers wrench, you know, the 400 comes up almost immediately at the top. So apparently other people were double checking my work, and more than a few of you pointed that out. And so I guess as an apology, I went ahead and ordered the 400, so I'll do a video on that when it arrives. But otherwise, a couple of things I missed, people pointed out. Probably the biggest, and it's almost like so obvious that I keep forgetting, is the idea that you can just loosen your grip and allow the plier to rotate, giving you kind of a constant stream of twisting. And you can't do that with traditional adjustable wrenches, but I'll deal with that more when I get to the 400. The next thing is Snap-on has a leather holster here. They designed this for the Snap-on shears, which as far as I can tell are very similar, you know, to these actually, or this size. But they've got, you know, a couple of features and they charge a lot. And I thought, well, it might be good for the Milwaukees, because I often like to have a set of shears like this. And I thought, well, that'd be kind of fun. Try it out. Then I thought, well, would it work with something like this? And the answer's not that great, but it does hold it in. Same with this smaller one here, because I often like to have some sort of a small plier sheath that I can move around with. And the problem with this one, this actually fits in here pretty well, but some of these, they easily fall back out. So I don't want to risk losing it. That's just not in there very tight. This one can seat a little bit further on the handles there, but it's a little harder to get out. So anyway, I'm always looking for different sheaths and different ways to carry stuff. If you know of any that you like, let me know. So anyway, I tried it out. What I'll probably end up doing is putting a Milwaukee shear in it. Hopefully I don't get struck by lightning by putting a Milwaukee shear in a Snap-on holster here, but it looks kind of neat. Thought I'd try it. The last, or second to the last thing is, one of the issues with ordering something on Amazon is they are very quick to then, after you've purchased it, give you a bunch of other suggestions. And so I did a video where I wanted to build out a quick release valve grabber for my Milwaukee inflators. And so I came up with this, where I got this piece on Amazon, shared the link, and then had to go get these at the hardware store. Well, about a day after I bought this, Amazon throws up a whole bunch of others that its AI has managed to dig out of the corners of the internet on its website, and it suggested these. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll try them out. Not much money. This one, it's kind of interesting. It's got the standard kind of bicycle Schrader valve kind of compression grabbing there. Usually these aren't as high pressure, but I'm going to try it and it might work quite well. And there's some flex, and it's pretty low profile. And then on this side is basically, you know, the way that it's kind of interesting that it grabs. So if I remove that, I can just screw this thing in. It changes whether or not there's a flow through in the air, but that's a really slick little solution right there, you know, instead of this. But then also I ordered a set of 3 of these, and this one here is another option. This came, you know, if you look at that, it's actually built right in, inexpensive. I think they were like maybe 12, 13 bucks for 3 of them or something like that. But anyway, if I screw this thing in, very low profile, nice big heavy grab. That's a hefty spring there. And I've got a depressurization or a release valve here, which sometimes, you know, I could go a little bit over and then run it down, or just hook this on, check the pressure here, and then release some if I wanted to match something exact. So anyway, there are other options available. All of them are inexpensive, but I thought I'd share those, and then when I hook them up and start using them, I'll make another video. So thanks, Amazon, for basically charging me a fee to show me some other options, because I didn't know, I couldn't come up with any others just in the search terms I was using. But anyway, the last thing here is a new Koken Ratchet is coming out. Look at this though. It says the new 72 tooth Ratchet. Lead times may be as long as 6 months due to overwhelming demand on worldwide release. Now what this thing is a 1/4 inch body with a 3/8 square drive. So I'm going to show you some of the comparisons there. It's 135 bucks. I ordered one of these today. I will see when it comes in. But anyway, so here is a Coken 1/4 inch drive. Little tiny thing. Here is a snap-on 3/8 in a 1/4 inch head. This is a 1/4 inch head here. I put a 3/8 anvil in this one to make a micro ratchet. I did a video about that. I absolutely love this thing with the flex head, but could use something a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller. Look at the size of that head. Here is a Coken standard 3/8 inch. Now this one here is a 72 tooth. This one here is a 36, but it gives me the form factor plus that flex head. So I mean, it's like, what's not to like? But look at that teeny weeny little head. Can you imagine totally filling that thing up with a 3/8, 72 tooth high torque? I'm kind of excited to see what it's like. But anyway, Koken's got those available now. I'll share that link below. But even the standard, or the other version, the non-72 tooth version of it, of their 3/8, is back ordered. So kind of interesting. This has turned out to be one of my favorite little ratchets here, this 3/8. That's why I'm interested in the Koken, because the Koken is probably going to be about that same size, just smaller, and with a 3/8 and a 72. So we'll see. This one is great, but it's really a finger ratchet, and you do hit some limits pretty fast with such a small thing. They do make one of these snap-on that's a dedicated 3/8 that comes from the factory with a 3/8 anvil that's actually a bigger, larger unit. So that's probably going to be close to what the Koken is, except the Koken looks like, if you go back to the picture, it looks pretty serious as more of a flex head right there, not just a micro ratchet like this guy is, but literally a small flex head. So I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to be like. So anyway, there's my adventures in shopping, in tool shopping. And again, sorry about the mistake with the pliers wrench. That was an oversight. Got to do more homework. But I'll make it up to you with the 400 review. And with that, Doc out.